LinkConn 1000 series software gives you a full site overview of all your iGrow controllers attached to your network for the purpose of remote management. Double-clicking on a zone gives you full zone information and full zone layout. Now, the zones that are grayed out indicate no hardware detected for those zones. If additional zones are attached and detected, the zones will be viewable as you see right here. Now on this zone overview home screen, you have weather station readings, you have the zone overview summary, and the sensor information associated with each zone. Icons at the bottom indicate how many slaves are attached to each zone. Now to view a zone, you would double click on the zone. Now on the top menu bar you have File, Settings, COM Status, Alarms, and Help. Now File allows you to save a configuration, entire site, zone, or a single iGrow, and restore a configuration, entire site, zone, or single iGrow. You could also save history for the current zone as well as exit the program. Now at Settings, you have COM Settings, and this is where you would map ports between the software and hardware so that the controllers and software can communicate harmoniously. Cancel this out. You also have snapshot settings. Now snapshots consist of real-time data that LinkConn gathers from its connected iGrows. Sensor, set point, staging information, equipment states, alarm statuses, etc. Now the rate at which LinkConn requests snapshots is user configurable and is set to every 10 seconds by default. You also have automatic notifications which can be easily enabled, and all you have to do is set the values within the fields to get them up and running. Hit cancel right now. You have also the authorization key for this site. Now COM status allows you to view the COM status bar, and right now the COM status bar is idle. If you were to do that, it would disappear, but we encourage you to leave that viewable all the time. Alarm panel allows you to see the current alarm states that are going on this zone. And Help gives you contact information for Link4 as well as about LinkConn, the version software you have on this PC. Now on the left panel, first you have a field where you can name your current zone. You also have sensor readings, set points, stages, and the depressed box indicates the current stage the controller is in. You have low and high temp alarm indicators and your network information associated with this zone. 1 is the zone master, and 2, 3, and 4 are optional slave controllers that you can add to this zone, which will increase the number of outputs being controlled by this zone, which would be viewable as you can see in this example right here. With an additional slave attached, you have additional outputs. Now the grayed out locations 13 through 16 are designated for the iGrow 1600 controller's iMod expansion board outputs, and we will go into more detail on outputs in a future video. Now in the right pane you have your graphing windows, generating data so you can compare and contrast your critical information for reporting. With the radio buttons on each graph, you have multiple options that you can utilize in obtaining whatever information you are in fact looking for. Double-clicking the graphed area expands the window for better viewing. And we'll go into more detail on graphing in a future video, and for now we'll close it by doing this. Now, due to the complexity of information pertaining to zone settings, we will go into zone settings in our next video. But for now, that's our brief overview of LinkConn 1000 series software.